Her Majesty's passing at the age of 96, following an incredible 70 years leading the nation, left the world stunned, with many telling tales of encounters with her, of her life, and also the significance of a reign that spanned 8 decades. Tributes came from world leader, like US President Joe Biden and his wife Jill, as well as those across the European Union and beyond. Perhaps one of the most poignant condolences to the newly crowned King Charles III, and the wider royal family, was from Pope Francis, the head of the Catholic Church. Trending speaking after the news of Her Majesty's passing was confirmed, Francis sent a telegram to Charles, noting, "Deeply saddened to learn of the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, I offer heartfelt condolences to Your Majesty, the members of the royal family, the people of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth." Francis, who became pontiff in 2013 following Pope Benedict's resignation from public life, added that he joined everyone in praying for the late Queen's eternal rest, and in paying tribute to her life of unstinting service to the good of the nation and the Commonwealth, her example of devotion to duty, her steadfast witness of faith in Jesus Christ and her firm hope in his promises. In the time since her passing, commentators have pored over every detail of the Queen's life, including her lifelong relationship with the Church. Upon inheriting the crown, the Queen became head of the Church of England, a role she devoted her life to. During her reign, the Queen met with 5 popes, author and Vatican expert Linda Telford told Express.co.uk, a run of pontiffs that began with Pius XII in 1951, a year before she took to the throne. Queen snub. Her Majesty imbued formal occasions of Pope with genuine warmth. Image, Getty, the Queen, and her husband Prince Philip, meeting Pope Francis. Image, Getty, John XXIII was next, meeting Her Majesty in 1961, an exchange he described in detail, noting the deep personal esteem he had for her as a result of her bearing the weight of such vast responsibilities with such simplicity and dignity. These meetings were followed by John Paul II, whom she convened with 3 times, Pope Benedict and then later Pope Francis in 2014, where their meeting was described as informal, warm, spontaneous and expressing the deep mutual respect between the papacy and the monarch by the British ambassador to the Holy See, Nigel Baker. Ms. Telford, who wrote the 2020 book Women in the Vatican, Female Power in a Male World, explored the bond the Queen had with her many popes, and how each affected her. She said, "The Queen was respected for her great devotion to duty and her profound religious faith, and would at her death receive a tribute from Pope Francis, in which he praised her lifetime of unstinting service for the good of the country and Commonwealth and her example of devotion and steadfast faith in Jesus Christ." Just in, Princess Charlene breaks protocol with dark nail varnish to visit Pope Benedict meeting the Queen. Image, Getty. The Queen's meetings with the various popes were essentially those of heads of state, but she managed to imbue the formal occasions with genuine warmth and friendliness as well as showing her own deep faith, which she several times admitted had supported her during the difficult times in her life. This was acknowledged by the popes she met as being an intrinsic part of her character, although her personality could also be warm and fun-loving in private situations. Ms. Telford noted that of the pontiffs she met, John Paul II may have been the closest to Her Majesty, and that they may well have been able to establish some genuine rapport. But she continued that like the Queen herself, any pope is essentially a figurehead and that the state he represents is unlikely to be greatly affected by short meetings with other heads of state. Don't miss Russell Crowe sparks backlash as he snaps photos inside Sistine Chapel. Analysis: Princess Charlene defies health fears as royal visits Vatican. Latest Pope tells mums to stop ironing shirts for their sons so they get ma. Insight: Pope John Paul II meeting the Queen. Image, Getty. The writer added, "However well a meeting may have gone on a personal level, its long-term effects would be limited to a sharing of respect and hopes for continued friendship, with the common aims of improving the lot of people who were in need." In each case, they were apparently quite satisfied that they had made an effort to retain cordial relations between the two states involved. The Queen's natural warmth added to her vast experience in diplomacy and statesmanship must have made any such meeting with her a pleasant one, as well as an occasion for political amity. Her Majesty's state funeral took place on Monday 19 September, and some predicted around 4 billion people tuned in from across the world to watch the historic and incredibly moving occasion play out. Some of the world's most influential leaders, politicians and royals descended on London to take their seats inside Westminster Abbey for the ceremony, before the Queen was laid to rest in Windsor Castle, next to her beloved husband Prince Philip.